everyone. I'm here at the Bible reading. I hope you guys are having a good day. You want me to get you set up?
No.
Okay, so today we're going to be reading John chapter 18, verses 1 through 24, Psalm 119, verses 97 through 112, and Proverbs chapter 16, verses 8 and 9. So today we will be reading about Jesus being arrested, and we'll also be reading about Peter's denial, the high priest questioning Jesus as well. All right. Go ahead. What you got?
Heart pills.
You want me to get you set up? You sure? Okay, so let's get started. When Jesus had finished praying, Jesus left with his disciples and crossed the Kidron Valley. On the other side, there was a garden, and he and his disciples went into it. Now Judas, who betrayed him, knew the place, because Jesus had often met there with his disciples. Because Judas Iscariot, as well as the other Judas and Peter and James and all them, they were Jesus' apostles. They were his disciples. They were with him like day and night, every day. And Judas Iscariot, the one who betrayed him, he knew where it was. What? What's wrong? You need to see it?
No.
Now Judas, who betrayed him, knew the place, because Jesus had often met there with his disciples, including Judas Iscariot. So Judas came to the garden, guiding a detachment of soldiers and some officials from the chief priests and the Pharisees. They were carrying torches, lanterns, and weapons. It's a big mob. A mob was coming after him. Oh, sure, and we're on John 18. Okay? They came after Jesus like that. Like they really had to do that, right? Jesus, knowing all that was going to happen to him, went out and asked them, "Who is it you want?" "Jesus of Nazareth," they replied. "I am he," Jesus said. And Judas, the traitor, was standing there with them. When Jesus said, "I am he," they drew back and fell to the ground. Again he asked them, "Who is it you want?" "Jesus of Nazareth," they said. Jesus answered, "I told you that I am he. If you are looking for me, then let these men go." This happened so that the words he had spoken would be fulfilled. "I have not lost one of those you gave me." Except, of course, Judas, who was the traitor, but that, didn't count, because Judas was no longer one of them. Then Simon Peter, who had a sword, drew it and struck the high priest's servant, cutting off his right ear. The servant's name was Malchus. Jesus commanded Peter, "Put your sword away. Shall I not drink the cup the Father has given me?" Then the detachment of soldiers, with its commander and the Jewish officials, arrested Jesus. They bound him. Like they didn't even have to do that either. Jesus went voluntarily with them anyway. They brought him first to Annas, who was the father-in-law of Cappius, the high priest that year. Cappius was the one who had advised the Jewish leaders that it would be a good thing if one man died for the people. Speaking about Jesus, of course. How come we don't kill Cappius? Cappius would be one we could kill, right? But no, he was talking about Jesus. Anything that they can say about Jesus to try to make it look good to the people, that they're arresting him and stuff. Simon Peter and another disciple were following Jesus. Because this disciple was known to the high priest, he went with Jesus into the high priest's courtyard. But Peter had to wait outside at the door. The other disciple, who was known to the high priest, came back, spoke to the servant girl on duty there, and brought Peter in. "You aren't one of this man's disciples too, are you?" she asked Peter. He replied, "I am not." Now you remember what Jesus told Peter. "Before the rooster crows today, you will deny me 3 times. And Peter's like, "Never, Lord. I will die with you if I have to." Now you can't judge Peter. Like I said before, he was scared. You don't know what you're going to do until you're in that situation yourself. You can say what you're going to do, but it's different when you're going through it. He replied, "I am not." It was cold, and the servants and officials stood around the fire they had made to keep warm. Peter also was standing with them, warming himself. Meanwhile, the high priest questioned Jesus about his disciples and his teaching. "I have spoken openly to the world," Jesus replied. "I always taught in synagogues or at the temple, where all the Jews come together. I said nothing in secret. Why question me? Ask those who heard me. Surely they know what I said." When Jesus said this, one of the officials nearby slapped him in the face. "Is this the way you answer the high priest?" he demanded. "If I said something wrong," Jesus replied, "testify as to what is wrong. But if I spoke the truth, why did you strike me?" Then Annas, Caiaphas' father-in-law, sent him bound to Caiaphas, the high priest. Remember, Annas was Caiaphas' father-in-law. Caiaphas was the high priest that year. Okay, so that's where we're stopping today with John. It'll only get worse from here. Tomorrow, remember, Peter's still got 2 more times to deny Jesus. Do you think he will? Or not? You think they'll be nice to Jesus till they lead him to be crucified? Or do you think they'll be total buttheads and treat him horribly when they didn't even have to? Hopefully tomorrow we'll get to read all of that. Okay, sure. Psalm 119 verses 97 through 112. Got it? Nim says, "Oh, how I love your law. I meditate on it all day long. Your commands are always with me and make me wiser than my enemies. I have more insight than all my teachers, for I meditate on your statutes. I have more understanding than the elders, for I obey your precepts. I have kept my feet from every evil path, so that I might obey your word. I have not departed from your laws, for you yourself have taught me. How sweet are your words to my taste, sweeter than honey to my mouth. I gain understanding from your precepts, therefore I hate every wrong path." And Nun says, "Your word is a lamp for my feet, a light on my path. I have taken an oath and confirmed it, that I will follow your righteous laws. I have suffered much. Preserve my life, Lord, according to your word. Accept, Lord, the willing praise of my mouth, and teach me your laws. Though I constantly take my life in my hands, I will not forget your law. The wicked have set a snare for me, but I have not strayed from your precepts. Your statutes are my heritage forever. They are the joy of my heart. My heart is set on keeping your decrees to the very end." And that's where we're stopping with Psalm 119 today. And now we are on Proverbs 16, verses 8 and 9. My back hurts really bad today. Got it? 16, 8 and 9. Better a little with righteousness than much gain with injustice. In their hearts, humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps. Amen. Okay, guys, so that was our Bible reading for today. I hope it touched your hearts. My back's hurting really bad today. I'm getting blood up out my lungs again, and it's not fun. Okay, so it's been a couple of days, and yesterday I got an update on Jeremy Hughes. Please keep him in your prayers. Please pray harder for him and ask prayer for him wherever you can. Even if it's on your Facebook page, maybe at least one person on there will pray, if not a whole bunch, you know. Every prayer counts. Jeremy was doing better. Remember, he was on 65% on the ventilator and stuff when he was turned up as high as it would go, and they was testing his lungs to see what antibiotic will work. Well, they said the antibiotics help him, but that he has taken a turn for the worse because he's not able to keep breathing. Please, please keep him in your prayers. Just like I said, he could be doing better, but it could always go worse. And that's what's happening with Jeremy. He's taken a turn back. And they don't expect him to last much longer, is what they said. But we know that's in God's hands, whether he decides to take Jeremy home now or not. But all we can do is pray and ask God to heal him. So please pray for him and ask prayer for him. Jeremy Hughes. Please pray for my mom, Rhonda Karshner. She slept about all day yesterday. She said she's getting weaker and weaker. They just keep telling her it's either the radiation or the pill that they got her on for 5 years. But she also had a tick bite that she had to pull the tick heads out of her. And she won't get it checked out either. So I told her, what if it's the tick bite? She don't think it is. But you never know, right? Please keep her in your prayers. Rhonda Karshner is her name. Please pray for Sherm. We were both sick yesterday with our stomachs. It was awful. I'm glad that's over today. Please pray for Jimmy and Abby Myers, Cindy and Jim Welsh, Randy and Jody Post, Dora Carper, Danette Rager, Layla and her son Emil, Dean Deddy. I'm not sure if he's had the bone marrow yet or not. When I get an update, I'll update you guys. Lorna Boyer, she'll be having a surprise birthday party pretty soon. Lori, who lost her husband. Elizabeth Jeffries, I still haven't heard from her. The VA in Chillicothe, pray that they keep it open. And the Burke family. Alright guys, so that was our prayer request. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. Let's bring those souls to Jesus, and God willing, we'll see you guys again tomorrow with another Bible reading. Bye guys, God bless.